Ever wondered how Hugh McClue ended up creating the most delicious strawberry ice cream cake while being stuck in an unusual predicament? Here's a twist to the tale you wouldn't expect, complete with a playful tune. Sing along. Oh, Hugh was stuck, not in the muck, but in a loo. What could he do? He thought of sweets, mixed berries neat, and thus was born a treat not mourned. Hugh, who once spent an astonishing day stuck on a toilet, sinking into a predicament, turned into inspiration. Today, you're in for a treat inspired by Hugh's unexpected muse. Let's dive into the delightful world of dessert making with this lusciously layered strawberry ice cream cake, a dessert born from necessity and ingenuity. In a dimly lit room with only a single candle flickering softly, Miss Belle Pum recounts another embarrassing story at her dinner table. As guests savoured her homemade delicacies, laughter echoed around the walls as she described the day she sat on a hot sausage with a fork in it, causing uproar among her amused guests. A perfect blend of cake and ice cream, this is sure to impress at any gathering or just as a treat for yourself. With the ingredients, you'll need 2 cups of softened strawberry ice cream, all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda and a pinch of salt cake layers. Add in 2 large eggs, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, and a bit of vegetable oil to bring it all together. For the icing, you'll again use softened strawberry ice cream, a touch of vegetable oil, melted semi-sweet chocolate, and some heavy cream to create a smooth and irresistible topping. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Grease and line 3 8-inch round cake pans to get ready for baking. To make the cake batter, blend the softened ice cream with vegetable oil until smooth. In a separate bowl, whisk together your dry ingredients: flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. In another mixing bowl, beat the eggs with the sugar until light and fluffy, then stir in the vanilla. Gradually mix the dry ingredients into the egg mixture, alternating with the ice cream blend, starting and ending with the dry ingredients. Pour batter evenly into your prepared pans and bake for 25 to 30 minutes. After baking, let the cakes cool before assembling. For the icing, whisk the softened ice cream with vegetable oil until smooth. Then gradually mix in the melted chocolate and heavy cream until the texture is just right. To assemble, layer the cakes with the creamy icing, stacking them as you go. Once assembled, chill the cake in the freezer for at least 2 hours to set everything. Before serving, let the cake sit room temperature for about 10 to 15 minutes. For an extra touch of flair, garnish with fresh strawberries or a drizzle of melted chocolate. So, that's how you make a delicious strawberry ice cream cake, inspired by Hugh McClue's unexpected adventure. But wait, there's more. We have another fantastic dessert recipe coming up, involving Zoe and an upside-down apple cake with a twist of carrots that turn the dessert into an unexpectedly delightful. Now, how about a traditional Chinese sweet treat? Let's dive into the Tanghulu recipe. Tanghulu, also known as candied hawthorn fruit, is a popular street food delicacy originating from northern China. It's not only visually appealing with its glossy, candy-coated exterior, but also offers a delightful crunch and a burst of sweet and tart flavours. Let's start with the ingredients. For this recipe, you'll need 1 pound of fresh hawthorn berries. If hawthorn berries are hard to come by, feel free to substitute with strawberries, grapes, or even cherry tomatoes for a twist. You'll also need 2 cups of granulated sugar, 1 cup of water, and a tablespoon of light corn syrup, which is optional. It gives the Tanghulu that extra shine. Don't forget your skewers, bamboo or wooden will do, and if you're feeling adventurous, grab some mini marshmallows for a sweet and chewy contrast. First, you'll need to prepare the fruit. Wash and thoroughly dry the hawthorn berries or your fruit of choice. It's crucial that the fruit is completely dry, as any moisture can prevent the sugar from adhering properly. Next, skewer the fruits. You can thread about 3 to 4 fruits per skewer. If you're using mini marshmallows, you can add 1 at the end or between the fruits for that sweet, chewy contrast that kids and adults alike will adore. Now, onto the sugar syrup. In a medium saucepan, combine the granulated sugar, water, and light corn syrup if you're using it. Heat the mixture over medium-high heat, stirring continuously until the sugar has completely dissolved. Let the syrup simmer until it reaches the hard crack stage, which you can test by dropping a little syrup into cold water. If it solidifies instantly, it's ready. Carefully dip each skewered fruit into the hot syrup, ensuring an even coating all around. Allow the excess syrup to drip off, then set them aside on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper to harden. And voila! That's how you make tanghulu, a Chinese candied fruit delight. Enjoy this crunchy, glassy, sweet treat that's as fun to make as it is to eat. There you have it. 2 amazing recipes for all the dessert lovers out there. From the creamy layers of strawberry ice cream cake to the glossy, sweet crunch of tanghulu, these treats are sure to bring a smile to anyone's face. Let's do a quick recap, shall we? For the cake, you start with softened strawberry ice cream blended into a smooth batter, layered between fluffy cake rounds made from scratch. The icing? More strawberry ice cream, this time mixed with melted chocolate and heavy cream for a rich, decadent finish. And remember, chilling is key to getting that perfect slice. Moving on to the tanghulu, simple yet striking with its shiny sugar glaze encasing fresh fruit of your choice on skewers. It's a delightful mix of textures and tastes, perfect for a fun twist on traditional sweets. So why not give these recipes a try? Dive into the process and don't forget to share your creations and experiences in the comments. Remember, the best part about making these desserts is enjoying them. So, get in the kitchen, have fun, and treat yourself to these delicious homemade sweets. Now let's take a detour and talk about a funny incident involving Mr. Greene, Miss Belle-Pomme's brother. One lazy afternoon, Mr. Greene decided to impress his friends with his baking skills by making an upside-down apple cake. However, his laziness got the better of him, and he used carrots instead of apples, thinking no one would notice the swap. Zoe, one of the guests, who is severely intolerant to carrots, took a hearty bite, only to have a rather unpleasant reaction immediately. Meanwhile, Ms. Belle-Pomme, who was in the midst of giving her house a fresh coat of beige paint, heard the commotion and rushed to help. In the chaos, she grabbed what she thought was a can of paint to continue her work, but ended up using Zoe's vomit that had unfortunately ended up in a similar-looking can. What a calamity. Always remember to check your ingredients and paint cans, folks.